Hey everyone, First Order here. Sorry this video is a day late, I just got back from vacation yesterday. The Rebels Season 4 Trailer 2 dropped yesterday, and I'm here to do a breakdown of it. So if you haven't seen it, click off this video, click the link in my description below, watch the trailer, then come back here. Anyway, let's get started. It first starts off with Ezra having a nightmare. Now, I first thought that these were voice lines from the new season, Season 4, but after I listened closely to some, I realized that, hey, this is from the past seasons. For example, you can hear Sabine say Rex, which is exactly from, I think, Season 2, when Rex first came back. So, these are just voice lines of the past seasons. Anyway.
Ezra!
Ah, what happened?
He has a nightmare on Lothal, and he starts talking about a prophecy, I think.
Lothra, Lothcat, Lothwolf, run.
This arc is going to be very interesting because we really don't know anything about it so far. We know a lot of stuff about Mandalore, etc. Anyway, this is different to the Star Wars universe. This was all revealed at Expo in Canada, and Dave Filoni said that the wolves of Lothal will act like the Bendu. No idea how they will act like that. Maybe there's some force entity, kind of like the son and daughter, possibly, something like that. Don't know. But some prophecy stuff is going on in this season, especially on the planet Lothal.
Pick a path, and all is done.
I actually have a theory on this particular scene in this line of dialogue. Choose a path and all is done. Might make it sometime this week, depending on how quickly I come together with it, because this line associates itself with another one at the end of the trailer, I think, somewhere in between. So, anyway, yeah. Future video, theory on this. Anyway, let's move on. We see our first glimpse at Mandalore. Now, the Mandalore arc is going to be the first, I believe, 3 to 2 episodes in Season 4. And we'll talk about the Imperial occupation of Lothal and focus on Sabine's true family, whether or not she will stick with the Ghost Crew or Mandalore. Don't know if the Rebels will liberate Mandalore. Maybe they'll, like, give it its push and then go away and let the Mandalorians handle it themselves. These, come on, they're Mandalorians, like, they can handle themselves.
What's the status of the Imperial occupation?
Mandalore's under complete lockdown.
Here is a new Imperial vehicle. Honestly, I don't know how I feel about it. Like, it looks cool, but if you showed me this, I wouldn't think, hey, that's from the Empire. I would think, is it from the Republic era? Maybe it's like an old Republic era vehicle that we've never seen before that they're just reusing on Mandalore. Its use is quite unique. It shoots electricity, or like, it shoots like electric cables at people, or does electricity, and well, looking at this shot, kills them.
War's raging.
Here's more confirmation of Sabine trying to choose her loyalty as Bo-Katan, who's from the Clone Wars actually, says it's time to choose your loyalty. And here's a shot of Bo-Katan from the first trailer holding up the Darksaber, and if you look, it's not just one clan of Mandalorians. All of the Mandalorians, there's Green Clan, there's the Ren Clan, everyone is bowing down to her on one knee. So this is kind of like uniting Mandalore as one. Rather than focusing on clan warfare, they're focusing on coming together as one to destroy the Empire.
It's time for you to prove your loyalty, not just to your family.
This is Sabine's family, and I think these are multiple clans coming together as one.
But to all of Mandalore.
If you can...
I actually really like these two shots. Symptomatic shots of the Empire. Don't know why there aren't more Imperial ships. Like, the Imperial Navy is not just made up of Star Destroyers, Imperial Light Frigates, and, I forget the technical name of the other smaller ones in the corner. Like, they use Acclimators from the Clone Wars, they use Victory Class 2 Star Destroyers, Interdictors. Like, come on, animation crew, just like, throw in more ships to make it seem more diverse. I'm just sick of tired of seeing the same old 3 ships in Star Wars Rebels for the Empire. Anyway,
continue to allow this war to be fought on the Empire's terms. You are going...
Saul Guerrero's voice line is pretty cool, talking Mon Mothma. This might be where they split, because we know they have a fallout, and Saul leaves the rebellion to start his own partisans.
To lose.
TIE bombers doing a raid on Lothal. A Y-Wing crashing into Ezra and Sabine.
We are not ready for...
Mon Mothma more talking about the peaceful side, saying like, we're not ready for war, then they want to hold back, but Little do they know, war will come to them.
Open war.
What about Lothal?
That ship, I believe, will be how the rebels get onto Lothal. They will probably steal an Imperial light cruiser and make their way into Imperial forces to land on Lothal. Just judging by the paint job. Sabine Wren.
You promised my people support.
You can run Mon Mothma's errands, or do something that might actually matter.
I actually really like this dynamic. Saul Guerrero is trying to take the Ghost crew into the partisans. He's saying you can run Mon Mothma's errands, or you can do something that will actually matter. More of the terrorist-like actions of Saul Guerrero. Trying to lure them in. Maybe they might actually leave the rebellion and join Saul Guerrero. Who knows? This is, I believe, kyber crystals. It's a green glow, typical kyber crystal green glow. I think like destroying something, like some barrier around it. I don't think the electricity is actually green. I think that's the same vehicle that we saw earlier in the trailer, but just the green reflection from Ezra's lightsaber is just causing it to turn green. There's 2 tubes from Rogue One. Actually very excited to see him.
Your TIE Defender is at risk. Krennic has been quite persuasive about his own project. Stardust.
Okay, a lot to talk about in this one scene. I wonder why Thrawn's TIE Defender project is a risk. Maybe because rebels are going to try to steal some for the rebellion? And a nice little nod to Krennic and Stardust, aka the Death Star. And for those who are wondering, Thrawn does know about the Death Star. In the Thrawn novel, he questioned the Emperor about whether or not this is the correct path to go on, because he thinks it's better to just build, let's say, thousands of Star Destroyers, because that can span across all over the galaxy, rather than just focus on one gigantic ball. A kyber crystal destroying a Star Destroyer.
What about the blockade and Admiral?
Here's going to be probably one episode. The Ghost crew will probably be assigned to take down this radar dish, which we've seen in both trailers now. Just listen to this one line. I just find it really cringy. Don't know why. It's just, I don't like it.
Throne.
Are you confident your ship can get in and out undetected?
We don't call it the Ghost for nothing.
I don't know. Just don't like it.
Woo! Got him!
Capture Captain Singular.
It will.
Okay, here is Rook, Thrawn's personal bodyguard from Legends, making his first debut in Star Wars Rebels. And he's actually voiced by Warwick Davis, who played Wicket in The Return of the Jedi and someone else in The Force Awakens and Rogue One. I forget who exactly. They were like just background characters. Anyway, Rook taking on Hera Syndulla in the signature X-Wing costume. More of this Lothal wolf stuff. This is probably after the TIE bombers have bombed the area, because look, the area that we have known is kind of destroyed and wrecked.
It's not whether or not we fight.
It's how we choose to.
This shot, very confusing to me. It looks like hyperspace that he's looking at, like the hyperspace aurora that it puts off when you go into hyperspace. It could be anything. It's just very odd looking. And he's repeating a line that Yoda told him in season 2? I believe, yeah, season 2.
Fight that matters. I know, Kanan. Maybe we're choosing the wrong one.
Ezra starting to feel a little guilty? Maybe like that he's fighting the Empire, who knows. First look at Rebellion X-Wings in the Star Wars Rebels. They are attacking Lothal, by the way.
When are you going to feel you've done enough for this rebellion?
Guess I never really thought about it.
So I guess you really never thought about us.
Kanan questioning her in the rebellion on Lothal, may I add. Chopper has a new do, apparently, it looks like. A Rook. This scene is going to be with Rook and Ezra. This is the same scene from earlier. I'll put up the image. So it's just nice to see Rook and Ezra going at each other. A little bit of Ezra action on Mandalore. This looks like the cockpit of an X-Wing going against a lot of TIE fighters. I think this is on Lothal due to how it looks and etc. Another cringy line. I hate this line.
Don't move!
Oh, I moved.
Like, this is probably going to take place during the Mandalore arc, because if you look at the screen, it shows ATTPs and Mandalorian armor, so this will probably take place during the Mandalore arc. Kanan taking on some stormtroopers along with Ren Val.
We will not stand down.
Hera shooting at Rook and giving a pretty good speech, may I add.
We will not be broken by fear.
A Trandoshan, new character of the Rebels, a Trandoshan with a light whip, this is new, attacking Kanan. And look in the back, this is probably going to be at Lothal, probably combined with, because these are characters from Season 1 that we've grown to love.
We are strong, united
Bo-Katan and Sabine.
by our courage.
Here's Zeb fighting that Trandoshan from earlier. As they're taking down the Death Trooper.
Now
Here's a nice group shot, which I believe will be towards the end of the season because they all have new outfits.
is our time.
Kanan taking down some stormtroopers in a new place. It's really dark, so I can't really tell where it is. I think it's in an Imperial transport. Okay, yeah, Imperial transport, definitely.
I wish I could see you.
You could always see me.
Some lovey-dovey moments with Kanan and Hera. Some shippers are definitely going to enjoy this scene. Hera crashing out of control from a TIE Defender, but don't worry, she makes it to Rogue One, so she'll survive. And here is, I think, one of the best cinematic shots in Star Wars Rebels.
All the paths are coming together, right?
I'm just not sure if we're going to like where they lead.
Just look at that. It's all coming together, all the way back from Season 1. This show has gone so far. For those who are new, I will be reviewing every episode every night it comes out, so don't worry. Be sure to subscribe if you are a Rebels fan and you want to get up to date with more Rebels. Very, very excited for this season. I'm confused a little bit on where it will go. I know that it will focus on Mandalore arcs. I know it will focus on the battle Lothal. This is like the main end game for the Rebels, well, for the Ghost Crew in that matter. Liberate Lothal from the Empire. Will they do it? Or will they fail and die trying? By what I'm looking at, I think this video is going to be quite long. So this will be fun editing. Anyway, I'm going to go now. Tomorrow, I have two special videos, well, a new kind of series that's returning, and it's a vehicle spotlight. Haven't done that in a long time, and it's going to be on the Supremacy, Supreme Leader Snoke's Mega Class Star Destroyer. Terrible name, by the way. And the Radis, which is a new Mon Calamari ship. Anyway, hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like, blast a like, and all that good stuff. And if you are new, why don't you subscribe? For all things Star Wars, this is the First Order, signing out.
You cannot kill Sith. Fear you, I do not.